What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO of Crypto Crew University. This is where we keep crypto simple. Today, another exciting video. Bitcoin has just done something it hasn't done in 4 years. We're going to talk about what that is, and is it a really good thing or is it a really bad thing? If you guys are new, join the movement. Hit that subscribe button right now. And everybody, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate you. Before we get into the video, I want to say I hope everybody is okay and your emotions are in check. And a lot of people probably lost money during this downfall. I don't want you to lose money anymore. In fact, the strategies that I teach in my class would have told you to sell your Bitcoin at 8,400. If we come over here, this is Noah. Noah's a part of the Crypto Crew. This is what from 6 days ago. Noah says, my strategy I learned from you told me to sell all of my Bitcoin at 8,400. So Noah posted this just to say thank you. Thank you so much for changing my life. Noah made a nice stack of cash with that, but more importantly, protected his money. I don't want to see you guys. I want you to stop losing money in crypto and provide for your family. So we've got the top rated crypto classes. Provide for your family, grow your retirement, protect your money. This is the intermediate, advanced, and pro. This is definitely the top selling item on the entire website. Highly recommend this series for you. CryptoCrewUniversity.com, or it's the first link in the description. And right now you can save 150, limited time only. This one is incredibly popular as well. It's all 4 series. Save 200, limited time only. CryptoCrewUniversity.com, first link in description. So before we get into this crazy thing that Bitcoin hasn't done in 4 years that it just did, by the way, let me know in the comments what you think that is. If you have some positive comment about it, then we'll cover it in the next video. But let's talk about where we've been leaving off recently. You guys are well aware, back here about 40 days ago, when Bitcoin was below 6,000, we called for a big rally, and we got it. We called for the 6,800 pullback. We called for the resistance at 7,004, and then when we got around 8,000, we made a video called Dangerous Signals Emerge, and we said repeatedly, do not buy Bitcoin at these levels. I really want to help you guys. I want to protect your money. Even if you're not in my classes, I want to change as many lives as I can in crypto. So I know people thought I was crazy at this point, but not my students. My students have the strategy that they sold at 8,400. And it's been pretty devastating. Our most recent video was right back here when Bitcoin was holding 6,008. We said, guys, this could be a really good opportunity, but there's a lot of danger. The danger is if we fall below 6,800. And the danger was because we broke this uptrend that we're in. So we're going to give a quick synopsis on what we expect from here, and then we're going to get into this really incredibly strange thing that has occurred and hasn't occurred in 4 years. There's actually 2 strange anomalies that I'm going to share with you on this video. Let's give a quick update on here. Obviously, we are oversold, guys. We're oversold. We're pretty far extended. We caught support here. Remember, always look left. If you want to know if we're on this big slide down, you're wondering where this is going to stop, always look left, and you can see this support level right here on this thin line from 713. Also, it started on 613. So, the RSI. Take a look at this, guys. RSI went from incredibly overextended, overbought, to incredibly oversold in a rapid fashion. And we've seen a little bit of a bounce here because of this green candle that we have. But pay attention to the stochastics. This is really fascinating. Look down at the stochastics now. We've literally flatlined. We've actually bottomed out at 0 on the stochastics. And I asked myself, when is the last time this has happened? It's incredibly rare, and I couldn't remember the last time. And I scrolled back in the history, and I said, when is the last time? I can't even see. You can see every time it gets down near 0, there's fluctuations. It's never a flat line 0. So even if you scroll back, you can't find it. I'm going to show you where the last time was. And this isn't the 4-year one. This is quite fascinating, though. Let me show you here. You can see our flat line right here. This is in 2016. This is back when Bitcoin was about $561, back in the glory days. This may be before you guys got into crypto. But pay attention to the bottom, the stochastics RSI. We're on the one-day chart here on Coinigy. To all my students, you guys have free access to Coinigy. Just come here to CCU, YouTube, BTC. And for those of you watching, this is a daily chart. So what I want you to pay attention to, this is really fascinating. Watch this, everybody. We're going to pay attention to this blue line down here. The blue line went at an angle down. When it got to 0, it was exactly on August 2nd. It got to 0 and we flatlined for a little while. But pay attention to August 2nd. Let's go back to today. Today, pay attention to the blue line, guys. The blue line went down at a pretty sharp angle. When it got down to 0, it was exactly August 8th to the day. So 2 years later to the day, this is what's happened. It's pretty strange that the last time this has happened was exactly August 8th. Throughout this video, pay attention to the month of August. I'm going to show you a couple more things that are quite fascinating, but I'm sure this blew your mind. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. So we're very far overextended. We hope to hold this level here, this low that we've created, and we're starting to get a little bit of a bounce. But guys, what I want you to get to the point is when we're going up, don't get too excited. When we're going down, don't get too sad. You have to control your emotions, especially in crypto. If you want to win, there's only 10% of the humans will win in crypto. 10% will make money. 90% will lose money. So in order to be in that 10%, you have to control emotion. So again, like I said, I hope you guys are okay. This was quite a pretty sharp decline in a pretty rapid manner. So we want to hold our support level here. We messed up this uptrend we were in, guys. Let's be honest. This we were forming for a while. Everybody was calling it a bull market. We never once ever called it a bull market. We said it was clearly an uptrend. We broke it with this recent move. So let's get into what this move was with Bitcoin that hasn't happened in 4 years. So I showed you this August piece. Pay attention to that as we move into the next piece. Real quick, let me show you this, guys. Top rated crypto classes, 5-star average with 150 reviews, all right? I'm going to read you one quick one just posted on August 7th. I want to give a shout out to Michelle DV from Belgium. Michelle took the intermediate, advanced, and pro, the one that I told you is the top seller, the one I highly recommend to you. So Michelle says, I got to give it to this guy being Steve. This guy is written throughout the, you guys can pause it and read it if you want. I got to give it to this guy, Steve. He does what he'll say he does, what he say he do. He's honest, straightforward, understandable to anyone, and a passionate teacher. It's a pity I can only rate it 5 stars because these classes are worth even more without exaggeration. I can only give people one advice. Take the classes. The money is absolutely worth it. Nobody will regret it unless you're on Wall Street already. So if you guys are on Wall Street already, you don't need the classes, but seriously, I want to help you stop losing money and provide for your family. CryptoCrewUniversity.com, links in the description. Now, let's get to this fun part here. This is the 2014 chart. We're going to compare to 2018 as we've done in many videos because they're absurdly accurate. And let me show you why. This is 2014, but it started in 2013. So in 2013, we went on a massive run up. We topped out in December, and then we had a massive fall down, exactly 70%. So huge run up, top in December, exactly a 70% massive correction. What happened in 2018? We had a massive run up, a top in December, and exactly a 70% correction. You can see this blue line here. That marks our market structure, our bottom that we created with this first low here, as well as these candles here. So what happened next? Well, our second attempt at a bottom didn't quite reach, and the third one went a little bit through. How about in 2014? Second bottom didn't quite reach, third one went a little bit through. So it's clear that we have created incredible parallels between our last bear market in this bear market. Again, we're in a bear market. I know a lot of people want to call it a bull market. I think they will always continue to call it a bull market, but we like to be honest, live in reality. We're Bitcoin realists. We're not Bitcoin bulls that always say we're going to the moon, and we're not Bitcoin bears that say we're always crashing. We try to give a very honest, real, raw opinion. Nothing is edited here. It's all raw. Now, what we want to get to is what has Bitcoin done that it hasn't done in 4 years? So when we come to today's chart, when we zoom in on what's happening today, look at the red candles. This is incredibly rare. We had one red candle, and this is on the daily chart. One red candle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So out of 11 candles, 10 were red. That's incredibly rare. When is the last time this has done this? 4 years ago. Let me show you. If we zoom out over here, this is pretty interesting. Look at this green arrow here. This points to literally the last time this has happened in Bitcoin's history. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Out of 12 candles, 11 were red. Just one green candle right here. So this is literally the last time. This is in September. You may be wondering, Steve, you asked us to remember August. Why did you ask us to remember August? Well, look what happened in August. We had all of these red candles in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So out of 10 candles, 9 were red. This is incredibly rare, guys. This is not like this happens all the time. It happened 4 years ago. In August, look at the date we're in now. August 9th right here is when the candle started. So what does this tell you? What does this mean? Well, first of all, one point of concern is they happen in consecutive manners in 2014. However, I don't suspect we're at this point in the stage. And one thing I want to point out before I have one more thing to blow your mind. This chart, there's a lot of misconceptions. And remember, guys, 90% of people will lose money in crypto. So you always ask yourself, what is the majority of people saying? The majority of people, when you compare 2014, there's two big misconceptions because, again, they will lose money. The one misconception is, oh, in 2014, things happened so much slower. Today, in 2018, everything is moving a lot faster. We have a lot more money. There's bigger money involved. Okay, let me show you guys just some facts. We're going to take a measured move from the peak down to the third low, and that is 129 days. So remember, 129 days. Let's go to today. So we're taking it from the peak in December, they both happened in December, down to the lows, the third arrow low. This is 190 days. That's significantly faster than 129 days. So everybody has this big misconception that 2018 happened a lot faster. Wrong. And we've been saying it the whole time. It's happened a lot slower, guys, really a lot slower. So let me show you one more August thing that's going to blow your mind. You may say, okay, Steve, you showed me this chart here that had exactly August 2nd when we bottomed out at 0 on the stochastics, and it lasted until August 15th. But that was in 2016. On this chart you just showed me, August, but August 2014. What happened in that middle year, August 2015? Well, let's scroll ahead and be prepared to be a little bit surprised. So we have this circle here. This represents August 2015, also a massive down move. So we haven't fared the best at the beginning of August. So we can't be too concerned with this drastic move down. The beginning of August has been pretty rough for 2016, 2015, and 2014. We've had a rough go at the beginning of August. So that's one thing I want you to keep in mind. But what we suspect is until we break this comparison to 2014, we're going to continue to follow it. As bad as that sounds, it's the reality. We've followed it to the T so far, and I don't think we're out here, but we're going to continue to monitor 2014 to 2018 and keep everybody up to date with what we suspect to happen next. I want to share with you one other piece of information, and it's very important, and it's a number that we've been talking about, this Bitcoin dominance. We've talked a lot about how altcoins should be taking the momentum very soon. Obviously, it hasn't happened yet. We said in our recent videos that it's maybe a couple weeks away. I'm going to stand by that it's a couple weeks away. We're getting very, very close, and let me show you why. So in this chart, and the way we showed it to you before, we always break our charting down in really simple manners, all right? We are approaching this 50%. Why is that important? Look what's happened before. So we've had extreme resistance at 50%, about 50, it got up to about 51 and change. On this one, it got up here around 51 and change. So we've got pretty strong resistance there, and then we confirmed it as support, and then we broke market structure. So whenever you break your support, it becomes resistance. So simply put, 51.36 is pretty big resistance, and I suspect that we're not going to get above that. And when we get really close to that, we're going to be ready for altcoins to make a big transition. Now, I want to share with you one other piece of information that hopefully we have somebody going to jail. Now, this is a little bit unfortunate, but it's the world we live in. There's a lot of scammers, and this is coming from Kim. Kim wrote me a message and said, "Oh, Steve, you wrote to me this strange email and asked me to email you." Well, here's how to know that it's me. If you get a comment on YouTube, you see this gray here? If you don't see this gray box, it's a scammer. They have my picture, they copy our name, they make it change one of the letters, and then they write to everybody trying to scam them. But let me make it really simple, really simple. The only things that I sell, my classes, are on cryptocrewuniversity.com. Nobody can scam that. Nobody. So if you go to our website, that's where everything is. If you ever get a message from anybody asking you to do something outside of cryptocrewuniversity.com, it's not me. It's simply put, just be aware. It happens on Twitter, it'll happen on Instagram, and it's happened on YouTube. These people, I believe, will be going to jail. So just as a point of reference. Last but not least, guys, I just want to reiterate how important it is to not lose money. I want to see you provide for your family, and you can't do that if you keep losing money. If you've been losing money through this market, you've got to get the classes. You've got to sign up for the classes. It's time to sign up for the classes. So everything, again, at cryptocrewuniversity.com, top-rated crypto classes. Highly recommend this combo. It's the top-selling one. Save 150. This is limited time, so take advantage of this. And people ask, Steve, how are your classes set up? How do your students know to sell at 8,400? I make it very simple. That's what I'm known for here. So we have 3 steps to buy and 3 steps to sell. You must get a check mark for each box, and then you're able to do that. So these strategies that I'm telling you about are talked about in the advanced and the pro. We also have a foundational strategy in the intermediate, which you should definitely take to get that foundation in charts and learning, and then the advanced and pro go into detail. It's my strategy that I hand tweaked a lot of the things that are in it, but it's simple, step by step. So that's it for today, guys. We're going to give an update on what is going to take place. But again, August has been a little bit of a rough month. I want to hear your comments below. What do you think about this comparison with August the past several years? I want to hear your comments and what coin you want covered next. Leave a positive comment below with what coin you would like covered next. And thank you for everybody's continued support. We're building such an incredible community here, and I couldn't do any of this without you guys. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. My goal in life, as you know, is to try to change as many lives as I can through crypto. It's as simple as that. So thank you. Give a big thumbs up if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that button right now, and I will see you right back here on the next video. Peace and love to the crypto crew.